Hello! In today's video we will be looking at the Bricard Supersurete. I think that's how it's pronounced. So this is a French lock and you can tell it by looking at the key right away. So we have some funky looking key. So let's analyze what are we looking at. Now before I start, I won't be gutting this lock because it's kinda destructive, the gutting. As you can see, the core is like crimped in here, and honestly I don't think it's worth destroying such a nice and kind of rare lock. So no gutting today, but I don't think there's like too much interesting stuff going on inside, so let's take a look. So here's our key, as I said, pretty interesting, and right off the bat we can see that we have three bitting surfaces here. So indeed this is a three-directional lock. There are pins in three rows. Actually, if you try to decode it, or if you look at the bitting surfaces, I think there's like a maximum possible of 8 pins in each row, although I only have 7 pins total in here, and so does lock noob, because he picked this lock too, so I'm not sure if they ever come fully pinned. But yeah, so we have 7 pins in here. I got 2 pins on the bottom, 2 pins on the left, and 3 pins on the right. So there's another interesting thing on this lock, as you can see, and that's this ball bearing right here. So indeed it acts like an interactive element, because if you insert the key, actually I'm not sure if this is a good angle. Yeah, that's too close to the camera, right? Yeah, this is a terrible angle actually. This will be better. As you insert the key, this little ball bearing, or this interactive element, gets pushed from the top wording, and in turn it protrudes from this surface and it pushes down on an interactive. So I guess that actually makes for another, not pin, but there's actually 8 components or 8 security features in it. Well, I'm just talking out of my ass now. There's like 7 pins and 1 interactive element, right? And another interesting thing is that you can see that there's like a cutout, right? Like between the key bow and the key shaft. So, and this is because the core itself is buried in this housing. Look at what happens when I turn it. So this is completely stationary and the core turns inside, right? So I guess that can be considered as another security feature, because that makes tensioning kind of awkward. Now, if you look at this, I don't know, lighting is kind of bad now. So you can see a pin on the right, okay, and the keyway is like this shape, and there's like a little piece of wording sticking out from the top. So to tension this lock you have 2 options. Either you make something very awkward like I did, so you just tension it like this and you have to reach behind this tensioner to access some pins, or you can do something smart and you will make like a little cut in your tensioner, like right here, so it can clear the housing and you can tension it more comfortably. But I didn't do it because I want to go the easiest way possible, so I didn't modify anything. I just used this multi-pick tensioner, right, and somehow I made it work. So the tolerances in the locks are kind of bad, honestly, and actually I think there are some standard and spools, because some of the pins give me counter rotation, and also the interactive element itself gives me counter rotation. But other than that, it's not really difficult. Even the binding order is kinda, you can choose it. It's not like set in stone because of the tolerances. But anyway, this is a pretty nice lock, really nice looking key. Sorry for not getting it, but as I said, I don't think it's worth it. And what I think it's worth is watching how I pick this lock, so enjoy! Alright, let's go. Works. Now, let me just awkwardly place this tensioner here and hope that it will work and it won't slip. Okay, I'll go with this, so hopefully. Okay, so let's check the left row. So the second pin in the back. I think I got something out of him. Now the first pin on the left. I'll click there. Okay, let's check the bottom. Click on the first pin. And the second one is loose. Okay, right row, first pin. Okay, that's binding. Little counter rotation and the faucet just deepened. Second pin on the right is loose. Third pin on the right. Okay, got something out of him. Let's check the bottom, it's good. The left side. This one is good, and the second on the left feels good. So let's try to hit the interactive. Okay, counter rotation. Alright, can open. And in case you don't see it, I will just show the range of motion. Okay, so oops, I just relocked it. Okay, but anyway, I hope you saw that the core was like visible in these cutouts. So it was turned. Okay guys, so as I said, no gutting today, but I hope you enjoyed the video anyway, and see you next time with the next video. Bye!